Hey guys, Tim Hart here. I want to talk to you about why I think commercial property tenants are a lot better than residential tenants. First and foremost, you're dealing with a totally different type of person. You're dealing with a business person, an entrepreneur that's looking to set up their business for the long term. You're not dealing with someone that's just a mum and dad that's looking for a place to live for the next 12 months. So a commercial tenant is going to be getting in there, they're going to be signing a 5-year lease. They're going to be doing a fit out, which is where they spend a lot of money making the property look great, increasing the value of that property. So it might be putting in some signage, it might be putting in their countertops. If it's an office, it might be partitioning and all that sort of thing in the meeting rooms, so that it looks like a really professional place, that when their customers come in, they feel relaxed and it's a place that they want to spend money in ultimately at the end of the day. The other reason a tenant will sign a long-term lease is that they're going to be spending a lot of money on this fit out. They might be spending $100,000, $200,000 plus, that they don't want to go and spend that money and then have to move 12 months later and spend it all over again. So what you'll find is that commercial tenants are a lot stickier than residential tenants. And what I mean by that is, because of the huge outlay that they have coming into the property, they're less likely to leave, because they don't want to have to go and spend that money doing a fit out on another property. There's moving costs. It also doesn't look good to their customers if that business is continually moving around. They might even lose some customers. If it's a local cafe, there's some local people that want to come to that particular spot, that they don't want to travel to wherever the new place is. The other big difference with a commercial tenant is typically they're going to pay all the outgoings for the property. So the council rates, the water rates, the insurance, even sometimes land tax, the management of the property. And a big one is maintenance as well. You're not getting a tenant saying, oh, hang on, this is broken, that's broken. It's the tenant's responsibility. They're going to look after that property. Because ultimately, if they don't look after that property, it doesn't look good, they're not going to get customers and their business is not going to do well. Okay, so it's all about that tenant looking after their livelihood, their business. The other big one is at the end of the lease, there's usually pretty heavy make good provisions in the lease, which means that the tenant has to bring the condition of that property back to when they initially leased the property out. So it might be repainting the whole thing internally so that it looks really good. So that way, when you've got, if you do have a vacancy, then that means that you're going to be able to lease it up a lot quicker. So that's why I think commercial tenants are a lot better than residential tenants. So if commercial property investing sounds like something of interest for you, please go over to activepropertygroup.com.au for more information. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.